I have an exciting new crypto miner to share with you. It's the world's first crypto-enabled dashcam called Hivemapper, which rewards you in the cryptocurrency honey for mapping the roads you drive. You can currently purchase this dashcam for under $300, and it's currently generating me profits of over $75 a month. The amount you can earn is completely dependent on how much you drive. If you drive a lot, this may be a great miner for you. Stay tuned because I've got a complete analysis of how much you can expect to earn with this miner later in this video. Let's start off with an overview of the Hivemapper dashcam. I found the setup to be very easy. I was up and running in about 10 minutes. You just mount the dashcam to your vehicle's dashboard, plug it into your vehicle's power adapter, link it to the Hivemapper app, and then start driving and earning those honey tokens. The dashcam takes 4K quality photos of the roads you drive at a rate of 10 photos per second. When you get home, the photos are automatically uploaded into the Hivemapper app. They also have the option to upload the photos via your phone's cellular signal in case you're away from a Wi-Fi network, making it very seamless and passive for you to get your photos uploaded. Hivemapper is competing with Google Maps when trying to map all the different roads we drive. You may have seen Google's vehicles driving around in the past, but there's the one big competitive advantage that I think Hivemapper has over Google is currently over 19,000 different individual mappers currently mapping the roads with Hivemapper around the world. And that number is continuing to grow every day. This makes getting current maps of different areas much more attainable for Hivemapper, which makes Hivemapper's maps potentially more valuable to businesses looking to purchase this map data.
A map.
Yes, ma'am.
A map of what?
The location of of hidden items of historic and intrinsic value.
A treasure map?
That's where we lost the FBI.
They've recently reduced the price of the Hivemapper dashcam down from $549 to a more reasonable $299. I reached out to Hivemapper and I was able to negotiate you guys a nice discount. So if you use my discount code Swan, that's one word, that'll get you a 10% discount, reducing the price from $299 to $269. That'll help reduce that break-even time for you. Now, this is an affiliate code, so by using it, you'll help to support the channel, but I'm not trying to shill this just to make an extra buck here. I want to give you an honest review of this Hivemapper dashcam. Next, let's take a quick look at the Hivemapper token. With the ticker Honey, the Honey token is currently trading at just over 1.3 cents per token. You can see here the market cap listed on CoinMarketCap appears to be incorrect, but the fully diluted market cap is coming in at 134 million, which takes into account the max supply of Honey tokens that will ever exist of 10 billion tokens. It's traded on the Solana blockchain, which is nice because Solana has much lower fees than some of the other blockchains. So when you end up selling your tokens, you'll incur lower fees. The token went live at the end of 2022, looks like in early December of 2022. It did hit an all-time high shortly after its release on December 6th of 2022 at 43 cents. Now you can see the price action of the coin has been pretty abysmal ever since its release, but I think that's to be expected when you release a coin in the midst of a bear market. I personally think we should see some upward trajectory of this Honey token as maps continue to improve. They start generating some business in terms of selling this map data, and we move away from this bear market. Now, when that'll occur, that's anyone's guess still, but I think it could potentially be a very bullish next 6 to 12 months or longer for the Honey token. Now, the Honey token is not currently listed on any major exchanges. It's got several DEXs that are available, Radium, Orca, and Jupiter, which have trading pairs where you can exchange your Honey tokens. I have personally not tried any of these yet. I'm planning to hold all my coins until we see much higher prices in the next bull market. But it is nice to see that there is trading available for these tokens and people can sell their tokens if they wish. Next, let's go over my Hivemapper earnings so we can address the question of ROI. So I can accurately analyze my earnings. I kept track of how many miles I drove last week each day with my Hivemapper. I accumulated 140 miles over the 4 days that I mapped. Now with Hivemapper, you get your Honey tokens the Thursday following your prior week of miles logged. So I earned my earnings today on July 17th, and I earned 750 Honey tokens for those 140 miles that I was driven. Now, if we take the current Honey price, which is just over 1.3 cents per token, we're looking at $10.10 earned from those 4 days of driving last week. So if we calculate that in dollars, I'm earning 7 cents per mile, $2.52 per day, and just over $75 per month. I'm very happy with the earnings that we're seeing so far for this device, especially in a bear market here. Now, I do want to caveat that everyone's earnings are going to look different. That's because your earnings will vary based on the location you're mapping, the quality of the mapping data that you're providing, and how recently your location has been previously mapped. I'm personally located in a suburban location where I was mapping, and there was not a lot of mapping done in the past prior to me mapping last week. So if you enjoy this type of analysis, I really would appreciate it if you'd hit that like button for me. It really does help to support the channel. So next, let's take my profitability figures and enter it into a break-even analysis. So the current cost for the Hivemapper, like I mentioned earlier, is $299. Use my 10% off discount code. You're looking at a net cost of $269. It will be slightly more than this because everyone will have to pay shipping, but that'll vary based on your location. If we take my earnings per day, we're looking at 187 honey tokens per day, and that's 35 miles per day. Take that times the current honey price, we're looking at earnings of $2.52 per day. So a break-even days of 106 days, or just over 3.6 months. So a really nice break even, especially when you compare to any other project out there. It's very rare to see that quick of a break even. Now, just for fun, let's look at what the break even would look like if the honey token were to go back to its all-time highs that we saw in December of 2022. So 43 cents per token. So we take that same analysis and apply that 43 cents per token. You're looking at earning $81 per day and a break even days of 3.3 days. Now, I'm not saying the honey token is going to go back to all-time highs anytime soon. It's just interesting to see what the profitability of this device could look like if we were to see those highs again. Next, let's go through some of the pros and cons I see with this Hivemapper device. We'll start with the pros. The first pro I see is cost. I think this is an attractive price point coming in at $269. We would be much more hesitant at the old price point of $549, but I think this low price point makes it much easier to join into this project without breaking the bank. And it's nice there's no ongoing costs such as electric or hidden fees, so you know you're not going to have to dish out more money in the future for this device. The next pro I see is this thing is profitable. I can't say the same for many of the other crypto projects that I've been involved in over the past several years. I have a mining graveyard in my monthly earnings review series, and that list just keeps growing longer and longer. Plus, the coins that you earn are liquid and can be exchanged via those dexes, which is nice to see out of a new project. Seriously, find me an ASIC or a GPU right now that you can purchase for under $300 that's netting you over $75 per month. I don't think that exists right now, and I've looked.
You're treasure hunters, aren't you?
We're more like treasure protectors.
Next pro I see is we are still very early. Like I've said in the past, those that get into projects earliest tend to reap the highest rewards. Two recent examples of mine are Demo and Element Data. Again, did both of those projects very early, and it ended up being very lucrative for me. Now, although I don't think we're super early in this project, it has been going on for a while, I still think we are still very early. And the fact that we're in a bear market, I don't think there's a lot of people looking at projects like this. So this could be a very good speculative bet as we enter the next bull market. Finally, the last big pro I see is we've got an actual use case for this project. I can see the real world value of this mapping data that they're providing. I can't say the same for a lot of other crypto projects out there right now. So I think having a real world use case for this project is a big plus for it. But I also think it's important to consider the potential cons when analyzing a project like this. I've watched some other YouTubers' reviews of their Hivemapper devices. And I saw a lot of them gloss over a lot of the potential cons. I don't want to do that here. I want to give you an honest review, but also remember, this isn't financial advice. First con I see is the size of this device. It is pretty large, it's about the size of your fist. When I first installed the device, my wife got in the car. She saw it and she was not happy. She's like, this thing is ugly, it's big, there's a big cord hanging down in the middle of our dashboard. How long do we have to keep this up? I told her, forever. She did not like that answer, but oh well. Next con I see is competition. Now, Hivemapper's big competition in this space is Google, who's been doing this mapping for years. It's obviously much bigger and better capitalized. I don't think Google is just going to give up so easily. We'll also have to see whether businesses and governments will be willing to pay for this mapping data. So I still think this is a somewhat unproven business model at this point. Next, the tokenomics of the honey token, in my opinion, are not great. Only 40% of the total supply of tokens go to the mapping of the network, which seems very low considering we're purchasing the devices and collecting all the data. But the good thing is Hivemapper investors and team members have restricted vesting schedules, so they won't be able to sell any of their tokens anytime soon. So they'll have a vested interest in making sure this project succeeds for the long term. Finally, if you don't drive very much or you're always driving to the same places, this project probably isn't right for you. You're only going to get rewarded for mapping new roads, and that's preferably in urban and suburban areas. So if you live or you drive constantly in rural areas, this project may not be right for you. It's okay to take a pass if this project doesn't seem right for your situation. There will always be more projects in the future, so don't let FOMO get the best of you. I think it's really interesting what Hivemapper is trying to do, and I'm excited to keep on mapping. I'll plan on doing an update video in a few months to see how the project is progressing. Now, if Hivemapper isn't right for you, Project Demo may be a better option. Check out my video covering Demo over here.